Sorry for the bad audio on this video and background noise. I just wanted to give quick thoughts on Chainsaw Man ending, Chainsaw Man Part 2 ending in 2 weeks, with next week being a break week, and maybe some thoughts on chapter 231. But I've just been sitting here for about an hour, 2 hours scrolling Twitter and just seeing everyone's thoughts and letting chapter 231 just soak in my mind. To start off with Chainsaw Man Part 2 ending, it's pretty surreal. I said this on my Twitter, to see another double spread of Chainsaw Man with the final chapter coming and the date again 2 times is actually kind of crazy. I remember when Chainsaw Man Part 1 was announced to be ending in late 2020. It felt really impactful to me then. So it felt like I was witnessing manga history, seeing Chainsaw Man end. When it was announced, Part 2 was not confirmed at the time. So it really was just like two more, or I think it was just one more actually. Like right now with Part 2, just one more chapter and it's over. Like, it was crazy. But this time with Part 2 ending, I feel a bit more prepared to have Chainsaw Man potentially coming to an end completely, with no Part 3 announced as of making this video. Chapter 231 just released, and with that, the news of Part 2 coming to an end. And when I say I'm more prepared for Chainsaw Man to end, I don't mean to say that I wish or I think Chainsaw Man should come to an end with the end of Part 2. I just mean to say that the War Devil arc has really prepared me to face some sort of conclusion in this story. Spoilers for Chainsaw Man, but the two standout moments during this arc that have prepared me for some type of ending, it's definitely the Asa and Denji confronting and having a discussion about their past in chapters 217 and 218, with their discussion ending with Denji giving this amazing dialogue with Asa, allowing them to get some sort of resolve for them to go forward. The other being a more recent revelation with Yoru revealing her true feelings and thoughts about Asa. It was just the perfect payoff for me, at least, for all the setup that was given to Asa and Yoru's relationship ever since the beginning of Part 2. Now, to give some thoughts on Chapter 231 itself, I thought it was an absolutely perfect chapter, and it hit every single emotional beat that it strived to hit. The dialogue between Pochita and Denji felt so raw and fitting. It hit upon every single aspect of their relationship perfectly. Pochita talking with Denji about the unhappiness he felt despite having all the things that he wished for, explaining the reason why he felt that way, and accepting and forgiving Denji was just peak to read. And that double spread at the end, it's just insane. It's just so beautiful. Fujimoto's just a go. He's just a go, man. Now, everything that I've said up to now has just been cushioning and padding for the fall that I am prepared to take if there is no Part 3. After contemplating it and thinking over it logically, the likelihood of there being a Part 3 has to be high. I mean, Jump usually announces that a series is going to be ending the weeks ahead, with the two most recent and best examples being My Hero and JJK. They were both announced to be having only 5 chapters left in their serialization weeks beforehand. I highly doubt that Jump or Shueisha wouldn't announce that Chainsaw Man would be ending in advance. Also, the parallels in Part 2 and Part One's ending are just too great for it not to mean anything. I mean, there's a fight, there's two people or a devil eating, and it ends with a double spread. But the main parallel between the two is that the second to last chapter
served as the announcement that there will be an ending coming soon. But who knows if there will be a part three? It doesn't matter because I'm still mentally prepared for the worst. If there was a Chainsaw Man Part 3, I have no clue what Fujimoto would do. The only obvious answer, if it's not addressed in the final chapter, which it could, I think it will be if it is the last, but the whereabouts of the Blood Devil, aka Power, finding her, um, that has to be addressed in a part three if there is one. There could be other things like maybe Reze, Kishibe. There's probably a million other things I don't know or I'm not mentioning or thinking of right now. Or maybe part three is the Job Saga, like part two was the Academy Saga, and that's when I drop. I'm kidding, but that is all I have to say about Chainsaw Man. Part two coming to an end, and chapter 231, and brief predictions for Chainsaw Man Part 3. Please let me know if you have any thoughts about any of this, any predictions on what the hell you think will happen in a Part 3. I would just love to hear anyone's thoughts if you are willing to share them.